Kepler and Arenado. The middle third with Tawa, Vargas, and Locklear. The bottom third in Torey Lovullo's order here today against the Cleveland Guardians. And we are set for baseball here this afternoon as Corbin Carroll steps in against Gavin Williams. Corbin Carroll having himself quite a season. Looks at a fastball up high, the four-seamer at 97. Corbin Carroll, talk about that five-tool player. That's him. He's got the power, the speed, exceptional on defense.
Well, I mean, you look at his numbers, and he joins Gehrig and DiMaggio, who reached 300 career RBIs last night. In 595 games, became a third player in history, MLB history, 50 triples, 90 homers, 300 ribbies in their first 600 games. How good is that?
That's impressive. And last time this happened was with DiMaggio in 1940. So it's been over 80 years since someone has done it, and only, as you mentioned, Arch, DiMaggio and Gehrig.
Wow.
So, company. Pretty good sweeper there by Williams, but just off the plate inside. 3-1 to Corbin Carroll. Leading off today's game here in Cleveland. 81 degrees, clouds. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with that four-seamer.
Now he's got a good one. He's got the four-seamer. The two-seamer's been treating him very well lately as well. But he just has, quality stuff.
Payoff pitch to Carroll. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 today for Gavin Williams. Coming off a career-high 12 strikeouts his last time out.
Well, he didn't pull any strings. He said right there, back-to-back, high fastballs. Corbin could get on top of it. He'll get the first out, and it's a strikeout. I'm curious to see what this Diamondbacks approach is against Gavin.
Almost swinging at the first pitch, shallow left center field. Juan calling for it, coming all the way in to make the catch for the second out. Here's a look at our Toyota keys to the game today.
Well, keep the big rig rolling as he has been. Just get him some runs this time and you add on. They had a lead in the first 2 games of this thing, but you're going to have to add on if you want to beat the Diamondbacks. They're a very good come-from-behind team.
You talked about the approach, Arch, and the approach really, as we get some raindrops coming down here, has been to hit the pitch where it is pitched when they're in need. And they did that late in the game on Friday. They did it yesterday against the bullpen. They will hit the ball the other way. Well, they don't have to hit home runs.
No. As a matter of fact, Guardians have out-homered them on the year. You just got to go out there and every situation you get to 2 strikes, they're not afraid to go the other way and move the runner or try to get base hits and get rallies started.
There's a strike to Moreno to even the count at 1-1. Here's a hot hitter. He's reached base safely in 46 of his last 47 starts. During that time, hitting .333 with a .906 OPS. 2-1 to Moreno. Talking about going the other way, that's how Arizona's got a lot of their runs Friday night. Bases loaded, 2 strikes, other way.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, they do a nice job of hitting with runners in scoring position.
Two and 2 to Moreno. Well, and since the All-Star break, the Diamondbacks have scored 92 runs overall. That's the most in Major League Baseball.
Well, they brought themselves right back into play. They're in the National League. They've won 6 of their last series, 6 of their last 7 series.
There's the 2-2 pitch.
See what he tried to do? Just slap it the other way.
Trying to go to right field.
Think about the decision Toronto made. They had Moreno and they had Kirk as their catcher, and they chose Kirk. Kirk helped them get to a World Series. This guy is maybe the best two-way catcher in baseball. So they had 2 of the better catchers, young catchers, Arch.
Yes, indeed.
I think they picked the right one, though.
That one off the plate. 3-2. Corbin Carroll led off the game with a full count that struck out. Perdomo swung at the first pitch and he was out. Now the payoff pitch to Moreno. To right field. DeLauder. 3 up, 3 down go the Diamondbacks here in the top of the first in Cleveland. Guardians coming to bat at Progressive.
Sorrento.
Bottom of the first in Cleveland. The Guardians lineup is brought to you by Progressive. Stephen Kwan will be leading off for the Guardians. He's had a whale of a month of July and now into August. Followed by Ramirez and DeLauder. Then it's Bazzana, Manzardo, and Rocchio, with Gabe Arias getting the start at third. Patrick Bailey is catching. Petey Halpin in center field to round it out.
And Merrill Kelly is the starter for Arizona today. He's 37 years old. He's 8-8, but he's been on a pretty good roll. He had a terrible month of June, 0-5 with a 7.31, but in July he turned it around. He's 3-0 at 1.95, and he made a start. He was traded last year to Texas, and he ended up making a start against the Guardians then.
His first pitch to Kwan is a strike. You can make an argument that the best pitcher in July right now is facing the best hitter in July.
There's no doubt about that. Kwan has been very, very good.
Kwan fouls that one off. It's out of play. 0-2 to Stephen Kwan.
But that's the key. What pitchers try to do to Kwan is get him to pop it up. But, you know, he was doing that earlier in the year, but he is not doing that anymore. He's hitting, you know, line drive, staying on top of the ball. Taking his walks. He's swinging. He's never missing.
Able to hold on that one. And since July 1st, he's batting .402. Tops in baseball in that time. But he's down on the count here, 1-2 to Merrill Kelly. 2-2. Now some numbers. How about those?
Yeah, take a look at it. 434 since the break, 19 game on base streak, and a 402 average, as you mentioned, since the 1st of July.
Breaks his bat. Kelly with
did him a favor,
and he's going to be safe.
Yeah, he shouldn't have touched the ball. You're going good. That's how Kwani is. Anything you do is going very well for him. He put a bare hand on it. It wasn't hit that hard, but that's just a natural reaction for pitchers.
Right.
Watch how he slows it down, and then Perdomo was coming in. You could see right behind him, but once he touched it, he wasn't going to be able to get him. So that'll go as a base knock. Make it 20 games now.
How frustrating is that for Merrill Kelly? Makes his pitch, gets him to break his bat, chop a grounder back to him, and he winds up with an infield single. That's how it's gone for Stephen Kwan. As we've got a pitch clock violation on the pitcher, so it's 1-0. Stephen Kwan reaches base again. You saw the pop-up graphic there. Now this second half of the season for Kwan has been so strong, and it continues. Ramirez hard to second, and a tailor-made double play ball. 4-6-3, and quickly 2 outs here in this first inning.
Well, let's check out the D-backs defense. Looks like this. Kepler in left. Tawa is in center. Carroll over in right. Arenado, the third baseman, with 10 gold gloves. Perdomo at short. Vargas at second. Locklear at first. And Moreno behind the plate.
Here's Chase DeLauder. Bad with nobody on here in this first inning. 2 outs. Merrill Kelly, a 6-pitch mix with the change, 4-seamer, cutter, curve, slider, and sinker. And he'll throw them all in his start. Strike 1 to DeLauder. See the changeup 27% of the time, the 4-seamer 26%. But he'll throw those other 4 pitches quite a bit as well. 1-1 to the Guardians right fielder. Didn't like that changeup.
No, it was back-to-back changeups that was not even close. I mean, not even a chance to get a swing in that situation, the last 2 pitches.
Breaking ball, caught the top of the zone. 2-2 now to Chase DeLauder.
This is a guy you're going to have to be patient with. Take him the other way. Do not try to pull him. You'll be doing him a favor, and you get a lot of ground balls.
It's off the plate to run the count full. And you know, Arch, when you look at his changeup, four-seamer and two-seamers, two fastballs, there's only about a 4-mile-per-hour difference. Right. 92.5 for the fastballs, 88.5 for the change.
Yeah, and he's got to use all four quadrants to be successful.
Water going with the pitch, but right at the left fielder, Kepler. Hit it well, but Max Kepler was there. Guardians retired in the first. No score in Cleveland. Liberty. Second inning in Cleveland. Guardians baseball is brought to you by Progressive. Scoreless game. Both pitchers have faced the minimum here as we head to the top of the second. Marte, Kepler, and Arenado. Middle third of the batting order is Marte DHing today. Takes strike one from Williams.
Yeah, got to give the veteran a day off after a long night game last night.
It's quickly down 0-2. Leads the team in homers with 19. Tied with Corbin Carroll for the team lead in doubles with 22. Just got a piece of that one on that sweeper.
I think that sweeper, when you get it down and in, that's been in his last start against Cincinnati. That was the pitch that he was getting the left-handers to just swing over the top up, man. He was locating that pitch beautifully. Like that.
And he got a piece of it, but it was held on to by Bailey. Second strikeout for Gavin Williams and the first out here in the second inning.
You know, you get to 2 strikes, you tighten that pitch up a little bit, and you can see you just can't get to it. It starts off, it's inside, and you don't know how far it's going to break. He did, like as you mentioned, fouled it off, but right into the glove.
So 4 up, 4 down for Gavin Williams. Here's Max Kepler, always a problem in this ballpark. He has a career 16 home runs. So he takes ball 1.
Well, first pitch he's taken in the series.
Yeah,
Kepler,
he was swinging first pitch.
Yeah, game 1, he swung at 4 first pitches and made 5 outs.
Oh, I love you. He didn't kill us on Friday. He didn't do anything yesterday. That was those pitchers 5-6 years ago, and I won't mention names. There's one in particular that he really dominated, but I don't have time to have a Twitter beef, so I won't say his name.
Okay. I won't press you on that one.
No need to.
He has had a lot of success here, but just after this weekend, he's a different player, though, than he was when he was with the Twins a little bit, Arch.
Well, yes.
He's not playing every day. He's not playing right field, and the numbers don't match what we used to see.
Well, he's down 1-2 here, and he had a couple of good ones Friday, right on the nose, but right at players. And Gavin Williams gets another strikeout.
We got the big rig to take care of it.
Well, let's take a look at our Old Spice fresh stats here today. The 11-plus strikeouts, no runs, 1 walk, 4+ consecutive starts in MLB history.
How about that?
What a stat.
Sale and Williams.
Yeah, that's you put your name next to Chris Sale for strikeouts. You're doing something right. And he has more strikeouts, but he's walked a couple more. But it was he's still doing it too at his age.
Yeah,
Chris Sale.
There's two things I want to be in the same category as him: strikeouts and cutting up jerseys. But I will say Gavin was good about that, because when I brought that up to him, he said, I love it. Chris Sale's one of the pitchers I've always watched. He goes, but the stat I care about is wins. I want our team to win. That's what I'm out here to do.
Of course.
Great curveball there, 1-2.
And the thing of it is, he got up to such a good start this year. You know, he had 10 wins before the All-Star break, you know. But, you know, sometimes you get out of that game, you know, early, and it turns over. You're out of control. All you can do, you like to see team wins with the day you start is the key.
Ben Lively and I were kind of talking about that, and he said, you know, when you get caught up in wins, you get in trouble. Like you said, he had 10 before the All-Star break, but his last 4 starts, he's really gotten no help, and he's been better.
He's 1-2 and could have 4 wins.
Meanwhile, Arenado, a strikeout victim, as Williams strikes out the side. He's got 4 through 2 innings here in Cleveland.
At your local Hyundai dealer today.
Bottom of the second inning here in Cleveland. Scoreless game. We'll see Bazzana, Manzardo, and Rocchio for Cleveland. Middle third of the Guardians batting order today. Bazzana hitting cleanup, taking ball 1 from Merrill Kelly. Going to check his swing. 1-1 on Travis Bazzana.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about this guy throwing it by you. Yeah, that's why he was out in front of that pitch thinking he was going to get a fastball. You've got to let it come back to you.
Off the plate there, 2-1. Bazzana has had most of his success against righties this year. Batting .271. 8 of his 9 home runs have come against right-handed pitching as well. It's that one hard and through. Second hit of the day for Cleveland. Second inning in a row they've had the leadoff man aboard.
He let that ball get into him there and did a nice job hitting the line drive on the right field side into the outfield. So there you go. That was his fastball right there.
Travis Bazzana, of course, always a threat to steal. He's 15 of 19 on stolen bases this year. It's tied for 9th, those 15 stolen bases in the American League. Here's Manzardo. That bat starting to heat up this week for Kyle.
Well, we did witness on Friday that Moreno behind the plate has a quick release if you're going to run. So if he can time it.
Doesn't have a huge lead at the moment.
No, but he gets out there and then tries to time it. If you hold the ball and wait on him, he starts jumping off the bag like a lot of guys do nowadays.
Yeah. Well, he's got a 2-0 count here. Manzardo trying to pop it through. Perdomo makes a nice backhand, and they get the runner at second base. Nice play by Perdomo. He had Vargas coming across the bag for the fielder's choice in the first out.
It really was. I didn't think they were going to have a chance because they had him shifted like he was going to pull. Look how far that Vargas has to come over to beat him to the bag. I mean, that's a nice play. I thought the only play he was going to have is at first base, but he was able to beat Bazzana to the bag.
He timed it well with Vargas too, hit him right in stride. So that puts Manzardo at first with 1 out for Brian Rocchio, who's been all over the lineup this year. Arch, today hitting 6th.
Yeah, he sure has. I mean, he was settling into that number 9 spot, and then you had some injuries, and since that point he's jumped all over this lineup.
It's that one to left field. Kepler has a beat on it. 2 outs here in the second as Manzardo retreats to first. Let's hear a message right now from the Cleveland Clinic.
When you make complexities your specialties, you redefine what's possible. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
That'll bring Gabe Arias to the plate. Batting with 2 outs and Manzardo at first base. Always in his career he's been a reverse splits guy. Against lefties 158, but Arch 309 against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, he likes to face righties much more.
Also very comfortable with going the other way. It's a little bit surprising that you would have Vargas shaded over towards second here, providing him that big hole between first and second right now. Goes there quite a bit.
Well, he's not overpowering. They're figuring he's going to pull the ball on the ground. You know, if you want to get out there and stay back, you're gonna have to wait a long time.
Here's a good look at the defense against him. Vargas has moved a step or 2 over toward that hole, but with Locklear holding the runner. Arias a nice spot over there. 1-2 now to the Guardians' third baseman. Arias does have a hit in 9 of his last 12 games. But he swings and misses here. First strikeout for Kelly. Guardians down in the second inning. We head to the third. Still scoreless in Cleveland.
With us at Progressive Field.
Well, the Guards will take on the Mets here at the ballpark Tuesday through Thursday. You can get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Looking forward to that series after off day tomorrow. Top of the third here in Cleveland. Check swing by Tim Tawa, who leads it off. Lance Barksdale says he did not go. He'll be followed by Vargas and Locklear, bottom third of the Arizona Diamondbacks batting order today. Big swing and miss there on that curve. Tell you, that curve and sweeper today for Gavin Williams looks special.
Yeah, I mean, it has been very special. All last month it was rolling.
Sweeper that time.
But the key is, you know, the counts 0-2, 1-2. When he gets that, he expands his zone so well, and it's tough to get hits off this guy.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fifth strikeout for Gavin Williams.
And fourth in a row. I mean, he's continuing to pitch, and he's starting to get it, and he's making it look so easy. You come out there, you get ahead of somebody, you throw a good pitch. It was off the plate, but you get the swing and miss because they see it, but they can't hit it.
Well, that spin is tight today. It's got some break to it. Here's Vargas, swing and a miss. But Gavin Williams now 32 pitches, 22 strikes.
That's the key. That's been the key for him, I think. I really do.
Struck out 4 in a row and 5 of the first 7.
He just moved up in the box, and see that front foot's out in front of home plate.
Trying to get ahead of the breaking ball, but it's 0-2. He did get ahead of it, but too far ahead.
That's okay. He moved up in the box.
He moved up in the box. I'm glad you noticed this. And this is one of the hottest hitters in baseball, by the way. That says a lot about a guy that's throwing 100 miles an hour, that he feels that comfortable doing
but
that.
But that's what I'm saying, because you know what? That's what you do with that fastball. Foul it off, but he's looking to hit the curveball, the breaking pitch.
Smart hitting.
And to me, that's what you're doing. They know his best pitch is the sweeper or curveball or whatever you want to call it. So you move up and you might be able to hit that before the break comes.
Just got a piece
Fouled
of it.
it off instead of swinging and missing.
And you look at Vargas right now. He looks like, holy cow.
But he's also dependent to figuring out where he's going to go in the box. You can watch it. I think this is cool.
This is great.
We hear Rick talk about it all the time. I love seeing the guy do this.
Heat him upstairs if you want to get him.
Got him.
He did.
He went too far.
Still got him.
5 in a row, strikeout wise. 6 out of 8 for Gavin Williams.
That's now 12 swings and misses already for Gavin. Yes, indeed.
You played this game, and you read about a guy that's pitching really well, striking guys out. You make a game plan, and he comes out and does this the first time through. What does that do to your psyche?
Well, that's going to be, I'll tell you what, it's going to set everything up for the second time, because they'll try and make adjustments sitting on that breaking ball. But we saw one of the guys at the bottom part of the lineup watch the first 2 innings and says, he's throwing that hook, I'm going to get up there. And they're swinging and missing. So he's already tried to make adjustments. So, I mean, they'll talk about it in the dugout, and we'll get a good look here shortly, the next inning.
Tyler Locklear chops that one to third. Going to be a tough play for Jose, the bare-handed thrower. Arias made the play. What a play by Arias on the bare hand. 9 up, 9 down for Arizona. Gabe Arias. The great play to Manzardo.
We got great internet.
Cleveland Guardians baseball is brought to you by Levin Furniture and Mattress. Lazy Boy recliners starting at $395 at Levin. And by Amazon. Spend less on your kids for back to school. Slider's birthday here today at Progressive Field. He's got a lot of mascot friends here. I think Rick Manning's in that mix. He was there earlier celebrating with Slider. Here's Patrick Bailey to lead it off in the bottom of the third for Cleveland.
I told you I'd be right back.
And you were.
And I was.
You know, you got your fun in and then headed over here.
Deliver him his present, come back up.
It's 1-1 to Patrick Bailey. Getting the start at catcher today. Austin Hedges started the last 2 nights. Bailey came into last night's game. Gets that one hard to center. Back goes Tawa. This one is hit well. It's over his head. It's gone. Patrick Bailey 2-0 Cleveland.
Well, that was a very good swing. Went to the big part of the ballpark, but he stayed back on it and hit it nicely. Bailey. Gets his 5th home run. Nice. So they've had the lead every time in this series.
Bailey gets to wear the helmet in the dugout. And for the 3rd consecutive game, Cleveland takes the lead first. Here's Halpin.
There it is. Away. 87 miles an hour. But look at him. Oh, what a nice swing. And he didn't swing hard at it. He put just a solid swing on it. Carried over the 400 sign.
Halpin making a bid to short right center. That one is going to drop. 4th hit for Cleveland. And now Halpin's aboard with nobody out here in this 3rd inning.
Now you want your add-on.
Let's take a look at our Hyundai in the driver's seat. Up-to-date batting averages since July 1st. Quan now .410.
That's it. Well, we knew he could go on a hot streak if he got it going. And boy, has he ever. He's been on fire.
Got an infield single. His first time up back in the 1st inning. Speed on the bases with Halpin. 7 of 7 in stolen bases this year. Merrill Kelly obviously aware. Sends a throw over there to keep him close. Arenado playing in at 3rd base on the grass. Up and back, so already 2 throws over.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're doing him a favor now.
Yeah, with no outs and no pitches thrown yet.
Right. So he goes over there twice. You can get a bigger lead now.
He was taking a hop before that last throw, so I understood why he threw over. He thought about it, but he didn't have to throw it. It's begging him to now.
Well,
Halpin's trying to get that 3rd one, and you have to pick him or else he gets second base.
Right. But right there now, take into consideration, you got Quan up. He always takes a pitch early.
Right.
You see, he took off. So he took that first pitch. So he's down to just get your lead and get ready to go.
He's got a big lead here, hopping around. There he goes.
Pitch out.
Throw to second. He is in there. Stolen base for Halpin. Squan showed bunt, pulled it back. Now he's in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, he did him a favor when you went over there 2 in a row. They did a pitch out here, and he still beat the throw. That was a close pitch out because it was barely off the dish, and there you see the throw. He needed to get it right down on the base, second base side. But no, he's going to beat it.
You saw Perdomo saying, no, probably not. I think he was in. And he certainly was. So now Quan with an opportunity. Shows bunt, takes that one.
Well, that's the 33rd stolen base since July 4th for the Guardians, and that's leads the American League for sure. But their stolen base at 91%, 91.4 as far as stealing bags since that point, which is tremendous.
See some fans looking for cover as the rain now coming down here in Cleveland. Quan again shows bunt, again takes. It's 3-1.
Oh, you mean Bailey's ball poked a hole in the cloud?
Yeah, it did.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's amazing what the run game can do. You mentioned that the percentage. The percentage is outstanding.
Yeah, it really is.
But then look at what this bat has become, because Kelly put so much on Halpin early. He hasn't thrown a competitive pitch really to Quan yet. It's 3-1.
Yeah, I know. He already, it's coming off the home run. So.
And Quan takes ball 4. So the first 3 have reached here in the 3rd inning for Cleveland. Moreno will go out to the mound and talk to Kelly. Now the Guardians have something brewing for Jose Ramirez, trying to add on. And let's take a listen now to a message from Wayside Furniture.
In the market for furniture? Check out Wayside Furniture's massive selection across their 3-building campus in Akron.
By the way, that home run for Patrick Bailey snapped an 0 for 13 skid. But he hit that one. Cleveland just kept going. Halpin with the hit, Quan with the walk, and now Jose Ramirez grounded into a double play his first time up. And Kelly's got that pitch clock winding down. It's down to 4. That one off the plate. Now with the rain coming down, Arizona being a little bit more deliberate. So Moreno with the mound visit. Kelly taking as much time as he can. Swing and a miss there for Jose. Good four-seamer by Kelly.
Well, this would be a good time to take advantage of this situation.
Chance for Cleveland to really add on here. Jose pops it straight up on the infield. It'll be the infield fly. Perdomo will make the catch, and there's one out. So one out for Chase DeLauder. He's been hitting well really all season, but even more so in the last month or so. That monster home run last night in the 8th inning. The key a 5-run 8th for Cleveland when they were down 10-2. They scored 5 to make it interesting, but Arizona ultimately got the win.
I like his approach in his first at bat today. He hit a line drive to left field. It wasn't out, but I'll tell you, that's the way you approach Kelly.
So the rain coming down a little harder, but behind it we can see a break in the clouds.
And we may have to play in the rain a little bit today, which is just fine.
Yep.
Last time that the Diamondbacks come to town, and you know, if this gets washed,
they got a game tomorrow in Arizona. They do.
I know they do.
DeLauder with a base hit to right center field. Helping around third. He'll score. Quan will head to third base. 2-0 Guards. Chase DeLauder, an RBI single.
There you go. Beautiful job. Jumped on that first pitch and just takes it up the middle. Run scores easily. Quan goes to third base. Now you've got first and third. Still just one out. And a crooked number on the board already. That's the beautiful swing of DeLauder, where he stays behind the baseball. Found it down in his zone.
Well, Chase DeLauder delivering again. Now Travis Bazzana. Runners at the corners. Still only one out. DeLauder can run as well. He's got 6 stolen bases this year. It's ball 1 to Bazzana.
Well, that track looks like it's getting a little shiny out there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little tougher to run.
Well, the rain is starting to let up a little bit. Bazzana, a single his first time up. Two and 0. Well, Merrill Kelly looked pretty good those first couple of innings, but here in the third, Arch has run into some trouble.
It's all a matter of making that adjustment the second time. The leadoff home run by Bailey certainly set the tempo and picked it up.
Swings at 2-0, but slices it foul and out of play. And just like that, the rain has ceased here in Cleveland.
Just a little cloud that wanted to say hello.
Yeah, on Slider's birthday. Little rain. So 2-1 to Bazzana. Still in a hitter's count here. Three and 1. Counting today, Travis Bazzana now in his last 6 games. He's batting .333, 7 for 21. He's been hitting it well. Let's see what Chase DeLauder does at first with this 3-1 count. He'll stay there. Bazzana swings through it. Good curveball by Merrill Kelly. Moreno will signal what the defense will do here with runners at the corners.
Right. 1
out and a full count.
Yeah, full count. You figure you're going to send him here because I would think that Bazzana's going to put it in play, so you got to start your runner. Now we'll see what Quan does down there, or if they throw through, or if they have to.
There goes DeLauder. It's ball 4.
And he's digging himself a hole now. Second walk in the inning.
So the bases are loaded for Kyle Manzardo. And we talked about how his bat has been picking it up here this past week. See what he does here with the bases loaded, but first he'll visit Merrill Kelly. So he's thrown 45 pitches now, 25 strikes. And let's pause for a moment for a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Sink into unbeatable comfort with Lazy Boy recliners, starting at just $395 for an incredible selection of Lazy Boy. Shop Levin.
So 2-0 Cleveland here in the bottom of the third inning. Bases are loaded for Kyle Manzardo. Five of the 6 Guardians have reached here in this third inning.
Now batting for Cleveland, first baseman, number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
So here's Kyle. Great opportunity here, and he takes ball 1.
He's thrown a lot of pitches like that out of the zone wild. Don't know if he's coming out of it, but they're going up and away to the left-handers.
His last 5 games coming into today, he's got 2 homers, 2 doubles, 6 runs batted in. Includes his first career grand slam in Cincinnati. 1-1 here. Brian Rocchio waiting on deck. Swung through that one. Good changeup by Merrill Kelly. And now Kelly in the driver's seat in this at bat. Here's a look at the base runners.
Yeah, and a good chance to have a big crooked number on the board in this inning.
Came
Early.
And with the big hit late last night. And he come up with one here. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Merrill Kelly, and it comes at the right time for him. So now 2 outs with the bases loaded.
He stayed right with that changeup. You can see it coming off the old circle change. You see the bottom fall out of it. Gets Manzardo to chase it for a strikeout. 2 outs now.
So here's Brian Rocchio. Flew out to left. His first time up, back in the second. Little hold on that one. They'll check. Brian Will says he did not go. 1-0 to Brian Rocchio. Rocchio just 4 for his last 36 now, trying to break out of it here. 1-1 now to the guard shortstop. Cleveland already with 2 runs home here in this third inning. A Bailey solo homer, an RBI hit by DeLauder. Now 2-1 to Rocchio. Well, he's definitely relying on that changeup now.
Yeah, see, if you're aggressive off of him, you're going to feed right off, do him a favor. You got to be patient. Make him get in that zone, and you'll get good hitters counts, and we're going to have a 3-1 count now.
Went to the cutter.
I'd still sit on something like a changeup here.
Yeah.
I really would, because that's the one pitch he's been trying to get all of these guys with.
Hitters count for Rocchio with the bases loaded. Takes that one for a strike. Yeah. That was the curve.
Off speed, yeah. Curveball, slow. The slower the better, he thinks. All right, something's got to give here.
Yep, everybody will be moving. 30th pitch of the inning for Kelly. There go the runners. Rocchio on the ground to first. Locklear makes the play, and Kelly escapes before it could have been a lot worse, but Cleveland gets 2 home. Started off with Patrick Bailey and a solo home run to dead center. Guardians take a 2-0 lead.
Lowe's.
Well, it's Marble Night Wednesday when the Guards host the Mets, and kids 6 and under will receive a Spider-Man comic book while supplies last, plus character meet and greets, more fun throughout the game. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Guardians lead at 2-0 here in the 4th inning. Fans having a good time today on Kids Fun Day. Slider's birthday. Gavin Williams struck out 6 of the first 9. You'll see the top of the order, and Carroll with Perdomo and Moreno to follow. Grounds crew did some work between innings. The rain once again has stopped. Came down for about 7 or 8 minutes. Corbin Carroll, foul ball for strike 1. 39 pitches, 29 strikes for Gavin Williams.
Well, going through the second time, we'll see what these guys have to offer. You can see where Carroll swung at that first breaking ball. So that may be something they may sit on. That's what, if you can hit that with the strikes now, second time through, that would be beautiful. That 4-seamer.
Just missed a little inside on that one. 2-1. 2-2. Another foul off on the sweeper. So Arch, you might be onto something there. As we've seen that now for the last few batters for Arizona, sitting on that breaking ball.
Yeah, I mean, they're certainly talking about it in the dugout, but he's got enough. He can throw the fastball by these guys if they're sitting on that pitch like that.
There it goes. Another strikeout for Gavin Williams. 7 today.
I mean, after that, he sees they're on the breaking ball. There's the high fastball just above the top, rail. Gets him to swing and miss. So 7 strikeouts now.
A little bit late on it. Here's Perdomo showing bunt, taking for a ball. He's been hot this series. 6 for 11 this weekend with a homer and 4 runs batted in. Popped out to shallow left center his first time up. It's that one high in the air to dead center. That one hit pretty well. Halpin is back near the wall. He leaps. He makes the catch. Petey Halpin robs Perdomo. 2 outs.
Well, I thought that ball was going when he first hit it. And there's not much of a wind up there, but he gets back to the wall and he'll jump up. See, does he rob him? No, that wouldn't have been out, but he makes a nice catch at the wall.
Would have certainly been extra bases.
Yeah, it very well could have been. I thought that ball was off, a homer off the bat. Perdomo a little upset with himself.
Well, he swung it as well as anyone this weekend. Gave it a ride there. But he's the second out here in this 4th inning. Here's Moreno. Another hot hitter, but that big curveball for Williams drops it in there for a strike. Swing and a miss on the sweeper. Well, the different shapes to the breaking ball, Arch, makes it so difficult, especially on righties.
It certainly does. I mean, to anybody, when he tightens it up, it's a sharper break. He can slow it down a little bit more. It gets more break to it, and it could get the lefties out in front.
1-2 to Moreno. Just got a piece of that one.
And that was a good tight one down and away.
Two and 2. Another sweeper there. That one well off. He's been so good with that breaking ball today. Trying to see if he could get Moreno to fish.
He did.
He did that time. Checked his swing, but not in time. Strikeout number 8 for Gavin Williams. 12 up, 12 down for the Guardians pitcher. And we'll stay right here in Cleveland. Sandre Knott will chat with the manager, Stephen Vogt. And Gavin Williams having a day this afternoon. 12 up, 12 down, and 8 strikeouts. Just 4 shy of his career high already. And let's go down to the field now. Here's Andre.
Steven, just with the weather and everything else, what can you say about what Gavin not only is doing today, but what he's done over his last 4 or 5 starts?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this trend with Gavin, since the beginning of the year, but he's been on a nice little stretch right now. He's giving us a chance to win. We just got to add on some more runs.
We talk about your young players and just watching them advance. I asked you earlier about Petey helping, just offensively and defensively. How proud of you of what he's been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, we've known this since since I've been here. Petey can play some outfield and run the bases, but just watching him develop in front of us as a big league hitter, it's been really fun. He's impacting the game on both sides.
And your catchers, Austin and I made the joke about it, what it's meant to have Patrick here for both of them. How nice is it to have 2 catchers that can catch and hit the winning?
Yeah, it's been great. I think, we've talked about, we feel like we have the 2 best defensive catchers in the world, and now they're hitting really well. So Patty crushed that ball to center.
All right, this is a moment that's not all about baseball, but about baseball. You got to catch the first pitch today from your daughter, Peyton. How cool was that moment?
It's so special to share this with my family, and to see her just get up on a mound in front of a packed stadium and throw a strike with no nervousness. I'm just so proud of her, proud to be her dad.
Did you get that from her mom?
100% from her mom.
Now, that was certainly a special moment before today's game. How about Peyton Vogt? Look at this windup.
Yeah, she did a great job. Certainly did a strike right there. No pressure whatsoever. A lot of people panic they get out there, but not for her. Beautiful job. Well done.
Hit the glove. Stephen Vogt, a proud dad, and he should be. Bottom half of the 4th inning now here in Cleveland. Stephen Vogt happy with the effort. Gavin Williams is starting pitcher. The offense with a couple of runs.
Yeah,
bottom half of the 3rd.
They had a better opportunity to put more on that board, so come right back and apply the pressure again. Because if you can get something on the board again early, let's go. You'll take them out of the game. At least it was a long game. What was it, 3:39 last night? They tried to come back and just couldn't make the comeback, but they were down too many runs.
Al, if you're really listening, your partner up there just told you something. He knew how long the game was that we didn't do last night.
He was up watching with the rest of us.
Yes, he was.
I read about it in the paper today.
He put it in his jammies. He put his jammies on.
It's read it went late. It might have been past Arch's bedtime.
Sir.
Oh, it was.
2-0 to Arias, leading it off here in the 4th inning for Cleveland. Struck out his first time up, but made a great play defensively. Back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, he seems to be the Sunday third baseman, because that's every Sunday. It seems like
DH
Jose
day.
gets it's a DH day. Correct.
You mentioned this, I think, when we were in Cincinnati. Now with how the roster is constructed, Arias is going to almost play 4 or 5 days a week.
Well, he'll get second base when they want to give Mazzana a day off. He can't play short. Rocchio's going to need a day off too every once in a while. I know he's young, but you still get fatigued, and mentally especially.
2-2 here to Arias. Merrill Kelly about to deliver his 60th pitch today. 33 for strikes. And a swing and a miss. It's the 3rd strikeout for Merrill Kelly. There's one out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring Patrick Bailey to the plate, who homered his last time up last inning. Really drove that ball well to dead center here in Cleveland. He's got 5 home runs as a Guardian now, 6 overall. It's that one high, but foul to right field. Had the distance, but a little bit early that time.
He was cheating on that pitch. It was a cutter.
Well, he's got a pretty good idea of what he's going to see from Merrill Kelly today.
Well, you wonder how many times he faced him when he was with the Giants, being both those teams in the same division.
Oh, 0-2 now to the Guards catcher. And he couldn't hold up. It's another strikeout. 2nd in a row for Kelly, and his 4th overall. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. That'll bring Petey Halpin to the plate. He singled and scored back in the third inning. Petey now 6 for his last 17 in the last 6 games. Is that one to second? Vargas. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Guardians here in the 4th inning. Heading to the 5th. 2-0 Cleveland.
Cleveland through and through.
Top of the 5th inning, sponsored by your Northeast Ohio Ram dealers. It'll be the middle of the order. Marte leads it off with a line drive to center right at Petey Halpin.
Well, they're getting after the first pitch because he has 8 strikeouts. He had strikeouts on the leadoff batter first 4 games. But look at the location. The pitches, I mean, he's riding that fastball top rail. Sweeper's been an outstanding pitch for him just off the outside edge. Gets ahead of the hitters, and he's putting them away. 8 punch-outs, 4 1/3 innings.
53 pitches, now 37 strikes for Gavin Williams today. He's been all over the zone. As Rick talked about, movement on pitches has been outstanding, forcing Arizona to look early in the count to swing. 1-1 on Max Kepler, who struck out his first time up. Gavin's topped out today at 99.7 on the fastball. So when you got 100 in the tank and your breaking ball is moving like his is today, it is extremely difficult.
There's only 2 guys that haven't struck out. One's Perdomo and the other's Locklear, who's only faced him once. He's got everybody else in the lineup already.
Kepler able to hold there. 2-1. Well, there's a look. What he's used.
4-seamer sweeper. That's what's been working.
That sweeper is nasty today.
That's been working, you know, for the last 4 starts.
He's got a good one anyway, but today it looks exceptionally good. Here's the 2-2. Inside. I think Kepler was trying to see if he could maybe get a little HBP there. Trying to find a way out anyway. Here's the payoff. Kepler able to get a piece of that sweeper that time. Pretty good battle here between Kepler and Williams. 1 out in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. 9th strikeout for Gavin Williams. 2 outs here in the 5th.
Well, here you go. Just check this pitch out. It goes right there. Boom, right there, 99. That was a 4-seamer.
Here's Arenado. It's it out of play to the right. First time in his career he's retired the first 14 in a row. Gavin Williams trying to make it 15 straight against the veteran third baseman. Bailey wants a check on that. ABS challenge brought to you by T-Mobile. This one is close.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Score is confirmed. Guardians has 1 challenge remaining.
2-1 to Arenado. That one just off the plate.
What's that thing that's out in the sky right now? I wonder if all these guys got glasses on.
It's been like 2 different days, and the heat's gone.
No
It's
kidding.
gone up like 10 degrees too, at least.
It was sunny, and then it rained, and now it's sunny again.
Only in Cleveland, baby.
Absolutely. The saying fits, doesn't it? Yeah. Don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes.
We've truly had that today.
Today, all you had to wait was 10. 3-1 now to Arenado. So he is in a rare hitters count today against Gavin Williams. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. That sweeper at 3-1. Arenado took a chance at it. Now the count is full. Arenado will use his timeout here.
Yeah, he's doing whatever he can. Slow him down. He made a great 3-1 pitch.
Now what do you do here on 3-2, Arch?
He's going to stay with the same thing, I would believe. That's the one he's got a good feel for.
Here it comes. A blooper to right field near the line. Foul.
He went heater. He wanted to try and throw it by him upstairs to keep him out from leaning out over the plate.
I think Arenado realized it late.
But that's okay if you can just foul it off to stay alive. If you're sitting on that,
it's a nice piece.
You don't try. You can't hit both of them. You know what I mean? So you do a good job if you foul off the heater.
See what he does here. Breaking ball, and Arenado just got a piece of it again.
High heat.
That's an emergency hack. Watch this. That one stayed up. But you know, when you're battling, you've got 2 strikes. You're just trying to put it in play. Slap it the other way.
Again, the 3-2. Grounder to second, Bazzana. 15 up, 15 down for Gavin Williams. Rolling in Cleveland. Middle of the 5th, 2-0 Guards.
Kia.us, all at a great price. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Bottom of the 5th here in Cleveland. Guardians up 2-0, top of the order. Kwan, Ramirez, DeLauder. Stephen Kwan just keeps getting on base. 1 for 1 with the walk today. And off the bottom of the 1st with an infield single. Walked in the 3rd. Takes ball 1 from Merrill Kelly, who outside of the 3rd inning has pitched a pretty good ball game.
Right. They had him on the ropes, boy, in that 3rd inning. 3rd time through. Get it started again.
2-0 to Kwan. Cleveland got 2 in that 3rd inning, the only runs of the day. It could have been more. (3-0) to Kwan.
See, he's offering some good pitches, but Kwan is just spitting on them because they're not something that he likes. Then you get the count in your favor. You don't have to swing at close pitches. There you go.
Or pitch walk. Stephen Kwan has been on base all 3 times he's been to the plate today.
There's your start.
And let's listen to a word now from Liberty Ford.
Liberty's in Aurora, Maple Heights, Canton, Parma Heights, Brunswick, Vermilion.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 today. Takes that changeup. A little bit low, 1-0. Jose grounded into a double play in the 1st, popped out in the 3rd. Fastball is there. 1-1. Stephen Kwan at first, 8 for 10 in stolen bases. Decent lead. Was he able to hold off that curveball? Pretty good one, but Jose able to hold up. So look at Kwan's lead.
Slowed that down a little bit more for that curveball. Really, you know, 82 miles an hour. Jose spit on it. He didn't want to swing at that. He was looking for something else.
So 2-2 to Ramirez. See what Kelly does here. It's that one throw. Kwan will hold up at second base. Ramirez a single, Cleveland's 6th hit of the day, and the Guards in business here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, I think he was looking for the changeup because he throws him a lot, and that ball was not a strike, but that's what he was looking on. That's why he took that slow curveball. He was sitting on the changeup, and he got it, and he got the base hit. So now you've got another nice start. First and second, nobody out.
Chase DeLauder at the plate. So you've got some speed on the bases with Kwan and Ramirez. Chase DeLauder got an RBI single his last time up, looking to drive in another. Takes that one off the plate for ball one. And the difference this inning versus last, which was 3 up, 3 down for Kelly, is falling behind the hitters. First two have reached. 2-0 now to DeLauder. Still no action in the Arizona bullpen. 75 pitches for Kelly, 41 strikes. Swings at that curveball and fouls it off. 2-1 now to Chase DeLauder. So now a great spot for Chase DeLauder. First and second, nobody out. 3-1 pitch coming up here. It's that one hard to right center. That's down. That'll be extra bases. One run is in. Ramirez on his way to third. They'll send him. He'll score. 4-0 Cleveland on a 2 RBI double by Chase DeLauder. He's got 3 runs batted in today.
He came back with a curveball again. He's going to be our Chevy drive of the game, and you get the curveball 3-1. He had to throw him a strike. He plugs the gap in right center field, and both runs are going to score. First 3 reach in the inning. They make it a 4-0 game now, and an opportunity to add on again.
Well, you've got speed on the bases and Chase DeLauder at the plate. That's the combination you want for the Guardians. Chase delivers.
Yeah, watch this. He threw him a 2-0 curveball and he fouled it off, but this one was down right in his wheelhouse. Plugs the gap. His 21st double and his 3rd RBI of the game.
Here's Bazzana. Still nobody out. He hits that one hard and
Heads
almost
up,
took
Sandy
Alomar out. Sandy's still nimble.
He's kind of nimble, but he's got them new shoes on. Them shoes.
What are they?
Still breaking them in?
He's not moving them.
No, he's moving well. He's getting a little bit older. I'll tell him. But the shoes have him moving well. Art's trying to get me in trouble, man.
I'm not.
No, you would never do that.
You do a good enough job on your own.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
Bazzana with another good swing on it, just foul. Singled and walked today, so he's reached both times, but down in the count here, 1-2 with DeLauder at second base. Still nobody out here in the 5th inning. 2 runs in for Cleveland. Good hold there by Bazzana. That one foul and out of play. As I mentioned, Bazzana heating up as well now in his last 6 games, including today, 7 for 21. During that time, he scored 3 runs. Hope to get an RBI right here. Little hold once again on the breaking ball. They'll check, but he did not go. 3-2 to Bazzana. And waste that pitch. Zana putting together a pretty good plate appearance here as he's
really is. Also
wasted a couple of good pitches.
Getting that pitch count of maybe getting that bullpen. Not that they have a bad one, but as you guys know, you want to get into it as quickly as you can at this point.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. Smokes that one, but foul.
This may be one, Andre, where they leave Kelly in for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know they got to play again tomorrow. Yeah, he may have to save that bullpen a little bit.
True.
Have to go longer than normal.
That's a good point, especially with what their starting pitching situation is going forward.
Now there's nobody up in that Arizona bullpen. Check swing. Believe he did. He did. He'll head to first base. Second consecutive walk. Yeah, for Bazzana.
You know, Al, it's kind of funny you seeing Kelly out there, considering he got traded from one team and then came right back to it.
Yeah.
You know, like we saw that in Detroit, a couple of years ago with when they sent
Flaherty.
Yeah, Flaherty. He was a free agent and he came back and signed with Detroit.
I wonder if that'll happen again with Detroit.
It could. We'll see.
We'll see. It was interesting watching the end of their game last night and seeing Scooble get traded.
Speaking of that, Andre, let's take a look at our Elk and Elk injury report. We'll take a look at this trade. There it is with Tarek Skubal. So the 3 minor leaguers coming back to the Tigers.
I'll tell you guys something. I've heard a lot of people complain that the Dodgers continue to get better, and it's not surprising. But I think to the other ball clubs, it's kind of like, okay, sure, you still got to take care of yourself, right? You can't worry about that. If you get lucky enough to play them in the playoffs, then you got your work to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're the Dodgers and you can keep acquiring guys like this, you're not going to stop.
Right. Why would you stop? I just wish the Brewers would have gotten him, though, Arch.
Well, yeah, you just don't know. Obviously, Detroit felt they got the best 3 prospects that they could get. So, you know, nobody knows what's going on behind, you know, the scenes.
Right, and what it was offered or what was not offered.
Correct.
Yes.
No, but we don't know anything so you can't speculate. Obviously, the Dodgers put together the best package. That's the way I look at it.
So here's Kyle Manzardo, 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. That's here with 2 on and nobody out. There go the runners. Throw to third base, and the ball gets away. Double steal for the Guardians. DeLauder and Bazzana.
He did. He kicked it right out of his glove. They had him. The throw was right on the money. A perfect throw.
Good slide.
But as the time, Arenado gets him to third. Watch, it's in the glove and it's out of the glove. Before you know it, he wouldn't let him. Just kicked it right out.
Wow. That was a perfect throw by Moreno.
Really double steal.
So luckily, DeLauder able to kick the ball out of Arenado's glove. It's a great look right there. He would have been out.
Yeah, perfect throw.
So now 2 runners in scoring position for Manzardo. He's down on the count 0-2 to Merrill Kelly. And we talked about Kelly a moment ago, and he's making his 2nd career start against the Guardians. His first as a Diamondback, though. Tossed 7 shutout innings in his lone start against Cleveland last year, August 24th, with the Rangers. As Manzardo is able to foul that one out. Kyle trying to hang in there. And the 0-2. It's that one up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. That'll be all. As Tawa comes up throwing. But it's an RBI single for Kyle Manzardo. 5-0 Guardians.
Well, he tried to get tricky and throw him a fastball, and he was ready for it. He's been able to get him to swing it off speed all day downstairs.
They had a play on at third base. If you watch the catcher, you watch Arenado, he was going to third. Catcher was looking to catch it and get the throw to third quickly, too.
Never had a chance. And that fastball should have been up and out of the zone for him if they wanted to try a pick.
So 3 runs in here in the 5th. 5-0 Cleveland. Now Brian Rocchio. Still nobody out here in the 5th inning. Line drive, foul down the right field line as Rocchio is on that one.
There's Arenado coming all the way back.
And if you watch Moreno, he was getting out early to throw it too.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe Merrill Kelly didn't realize they had that play on.
It's a good pickup, Andre. Yeah, that could have been worse. Rocchio down the right field line. It's close. It is a foul ball. Just missed extra bases on that one.
Well, you can see about a foot foul down the line.
So 2 strikes on Rocchio. Merrill Kelly with a tough inning here. He's at 93 pitches on the day. Runners at the corners, still nobody out. A swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Merrill Kelly, and the first out of the 5th inning.
Well, tickets on sale for the Guardians 50-50 raffle. One lucky winner will take home half the prize. The other half will benefit Cleveland Guardians charities. You can go to CLEGuardians5050.com.
That'll bring Arias to the plate. Chance to bat with the runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the 5th. 3 runs already in. Arias 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. Slider is inside. You don't see that much from Kelly. He throws it about 10% of the time. There's a look at Taylor Clark as Arizona gets their first action of the day in the bullpen. Ground ball to second. Could be 2. And it is. That'll get Kelly out of the inning. But 3 runs are in. 5-0 Cleveland will head to the 6th. Gavin Williams has retired 15 in a row. He's coming up again in just a moment. To the 6th in Cleveland. 5-0 Guardians. Bottom 3rd of the batting order for Arizona. Tawa, Vargas, and Locklear. Dan Sevick directing, Jim Murphy producing with Andre Nunn and Rick Manning. I'm Al Pulowski. Great to have you along with us this Sunday afternoon from Cleveland as Gavin Williams delivers another curveball for a strike.
Yeah, he's throwing right around that 70% strike mark where he has been.
And you hear the crowd booing as Tawa tried to bunt. The 0-1 pitch, now 0-2.
This is hard to go ahead, Arch. Go ahead. I want to hear what you want to say.
No, I was going to say, hey, he's trying to get out and get something rolling.
But this happened in Minnesota. And I know Gavin wasn't a big fan of it when it happened in Minnesota in the same type of situation. But he also said, I got to keep my composure and not worry. Just try to win the game.
There's a line drive, base hit to right. And it's the first base runner of the day for Arizona. And a round of applause for Gavin Williams, who retired the first 15 in a row. First time in his career that he's accomplished that feat.
He's got to pick right back up. Arch, I'm glad you said that. I know that we have all these unwritten rules in this game, and you respect them. But we also talked about this happening last night. And here's a pitch that he gave the hit on.
Look, and it was right down the middle.
Yeah.
And he left it upstairs, and he took advantage of it. It wasn't a very good pitch, even though he tried to bunt the other time. Hey, that's just part of the game. It's only the 6th inning, and the way these guys come back and score,
yes,
you know, they're fighting for the playoffs
just
too.
Like we are. I know it's one of those interesting conversations that I feel like we don't have it correctly enough. Not saying us, but I like having it with someone like you because hey, everybody's out here trying to win.
Yes, you would think so. Oh, this guy's throwing a no-hitter, so I got to swing at it.
Play the game for him.
Now, if it's 5-0 in the 9th inning or something like that, then you know he had a perfect game going.
Well, the crowd certainly didn't like it.
That's good. I like the crowd was into it, but that meant they were paying attention. That's good.
Yep.
I mean, people in baseball, you know, no matter who you talk to, you're going to have a lot of different situations, or you know, people.
And that's changed a little bit more now with the modern game, right? I mean, when you played, Rick, it might have been a little bit different, right? Or was it the same?
Well, you know what? It didn't matter back in the day. If they didn't like what you did back in those days, they'd drill you.
They took care of it, right?
And they took care of it. Exactly right.
Well, I told you, Al, there was one last night. I was talking to Arch about it this morning. Last night in Sacramento, late in the game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a no-hitter. It was a 4-run game. And Jeff McNeil put a bunt down against the closer from Detroit.
Yeah.
He ended up getting a hit and Jansen. And then when he got done with the game, he walked Jeff McNeil down, and McNeil wasn't, he kind of said, "Man, I'm trying to win the game. I don't care. I don't care that you're trying to finish the game. I want to win the game."
Yeah, and I don't think he said it in those words.
No, he did not. I cleaned it up.
Thank you.
So rather than guys slapping 5, there were guys pushing and shoving at the end of the game, which I think is kind of cool.
That's right. You care about it. That's right. Well, see, that's the whole thing about this game. If you don't like something, do something about it.
Right.
Instead of going out and talking about it and acting like you're doing something, that's the way the players patrol their own game. They should. They always have, and they hopefully always will.
2-2 here to Vargas.
And
stays alive.
I won't speak for Gavin, but in having conversations with him, look, when you pitch and throw the way he has out his whole life, he's going to throw one at one point in time, or he has thrown some in the past. He realizes, yeah, he wants it, but he wants the win more than he wants to say he threw a perfect game or a no-hitter.
Right. Well, the thing of it is here, he bunted on it. People didn't like it. He may not have liked it, but he came back and he made a mistake.
Yes.
And he got a base hit. Right. So you can't blame anybody but yourself.
So this will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat coming up. The most pitches ties with Arenado. Gavin Williams has thrown today to one batter. Ground to third. Arias to second for one, on to first. Ball gets away, so they get the runner at second for the first out. And here the Rocchio and Tawa might have had some words.
Yeah, what's going on down there? Why is he not
there's
moving?
a high fastball. He takes it the other way. It's going to be a double play if the throw's on the money. And there you go. He just pulled it, and the thing goes and gets into the. So there's an error. Fielder's choice. They get the lead runner, but he goes to second. I don't know. I didn't see anything that happened.
No, I think we're good.
So that'll go 5-6 on the fielder's choice.
15 minutes later, rain's coming in again. Talk to some of your friends that do weather, please.
Well, yeah, today you couldn't be wrong. You can forecast whatever you want.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
He wasn't happy with the slide, it appeared.
They don't even touch you guys anymore.
Yeah, this is a Rick Manning inning, baby.
Check swing for Locklear.
I didn't see anything. I wasn't paying attention to that play. I was looking at the double play. He threw the ball wild. Did he slide into him? He was on the base.
1-2 now. So Arizona with the runner in scoring position for the first time today. Tyler Locklear trying to bring him in. Two and two.
I think we waited 20 minutes this time before the rain.
I think you're right. Maybe 25.
You too.
Had a little bit of everything here today.
You're just getting wet, Andre. You're getting upset.
Swing and a miss. 10th strikeout for Gavin Williams in the second out here in the 6th. Now let's take a look back at this bunt again.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Bailey didn't like it. Rocchio didn't like it.
Well, they're letting him know that then.
And you said that's how it should be done. Let them take care of it.
Yes.
Corbin Carroll takes a curveball for a strike. The rain comes down a little bit harder. And if you look up at the sky, it's mixed. I mean, you see some light breaking through behind the dark cloud that's over Cleveland right now. It's the 0-1. So here's a look at the pitches per inning for Gavin Williams. This is the most he's thrown, with 18 thus far here in this 6th inning. But he's been incredibly efficient. He's had a lot of strikeouts, a lot of whips. Now 1-2 to Carroll. He's been a strikeout victim twice today. Now down on the count here.
Went down pretty good. Look at that. Infield has really taken on a lot of water in a short period of time.
Williams looking for his 11th strikeout today. Carroll able to hold up on that fastball.
The infield, guys. I don't know how long
I
they're going
saw
to do
it. It's a different color.
The infield is a mess right now.
Well, they knew they were going to have to play through some.
I don't know. We played through some, Arch.
Williams trying to retire Carroll. Here's the 2-2. Count runs full.
See what happens if he walks him here if they call for the tarp.
Now, there's the ground screw.
They're waiting. They got to go out and unwrap it and get it on. And it looks like, yeah, look at this. This is nasty out there. Look at
it. Williams lost the grip on the ball.
They're going to call it now. They'll have to.
They got to call it. They're doing
absolutely.
They're doing it.
So, runner will trot down to third. That's Vargas on the wild pitch. It's a walk for Carroll. Runners at first and third, 2 outs, and they'll bring the tarp out here in Cleveland.
And boy, oh boy, they're going to have some work to do after they get it off.
As it's raining pretty good now again. As we look up at the sky beyond the terminal tower, it looks a lot lighter, almost clear behind this current cloud, but it's raining pretty good. And now we've got some players coming out on the field. And there's a discussion here. This is, I think, Stephen Vogt and Torey Lovello having a conversation. Rugi Odor getting involved. They're right at home plate. Here comes the tarp. This is going to be interesting. They're not moving. Staying right there at home plate. So we showed you earlier, this very well could be about the bunt attempts here in the 6th inning. Gavin Williams is throwing a perfect game with a 5-0 lead. A couple of players did not like it. So now Stephen Vogt's over talking to the Diamondbacks, and he's telling his team to go back to the dugout. Tell Marte that voted looked like he didn't like that.
The other thing is the rain stopped now, so that helped.
Yeah. So let's take a look at what just happened.
Odor let him know.
You see Stephen Vogt and Torey Lovello having a talk, and then see Stephen trying to tell his team, okay, we're taking care of this right here. Go ahead back to the dugout.
So we don't normally get involved. This is where I'm watching. They were trying to cover the field. They didn't give him opportunity. Yeah, Rugi's really upset.
So where we stand right now, we are currently in a weather delay. There are 2 outs with runners at the corners in the top of the 6th inning. And the rain has just about stopped. to go with the theme of the day, on and off. But the infield will probably need some work. A lot of rain on the warning track as well. So we currently are in a weather delay, and we'll take a break here. And we'll come back and update you in just a moment, let you know what's happening in Cleveland. Right now, in the rain delay, Cleveland has the lead 5-0. And we'll be back in just a moment. Back here in Cleveland, currently in a rain delay here in the top of the 6th inning with runners at the corners and 2 outs for the Diamondbacks. 5-0 Guardians. As you can see, the grounds crew just now is taking the tarp back off the field as the rain has ceased. We've had a couple of cloud bursts here in Cleveland today. Played through the first one. That last one, though, got a little bit heavy, and Gavin Williams lost his grip on a pitch, so they had to bring the tarp out.
Yeah, that field is drenched right now. They got a lot of work to do here.
So you can see that the infield's going to need some work. The warning track is going to need some work as well. So even though the rain has stopped, it'll be a little bit before we'll be able to resume play here in Cleveland. So we'll send you to Matt Yeloff now with MLB. And we'll be back in just a little bit here and keep you updated on what's happening. Bob and weave a little bit through 5 innings and kept Arizona to where we're at right now with a 5-0 deficit. So an opportunity for the Diamondbacks here, but there are 2 outs. Hunter Gaddis will be the new pitcher for Cleveland, and it'll be our call to the bullpen from the Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah, Gaddis came in. He was in the ball game last night as well. This is the 44th time he has appeared. 2 of the 15 inherited runners have scored. But he's coming on to face a guy that hit the home run off him. Was it last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perdomo. So this is what Perdomo did last night when these two saw one another right here.
Yeah, he got down and hit himself a fastball.
That was his 9th home run of the season. He's 0 for 2 today.
But it certainly would be nice to get this final out and get back into that dugout and don't let them on the board, because this is a good come from behind team. And they're in the 6th inning.
So here's the first pitch after the delay. And it's inside for a ball. And the delay was 1 hour and 34 minutes. And the rain did not last very long. The problem was it came down so hard, then they had to fix the field, which they have done, and get it playable.
Well, it came down twice. The first time it was not bad, and then it let up, and the field took it.
This ABS Challenge is brought to you by T-Mobile. Let's take a look. And that one is low.
Well, you go to a 2-0 count now.
So now Gaddis falling behind Perdomo. Again, it's 0 for 2 today, but 6 for 12 in the series. So he's been swinging a hot bat. Takes that one for a strike, taking all the way. Strike 2. 2-2 to Perdomo. With Carroll at first base and Vargas at third. Gaddis trying to get out of it. Perdomo calls time. Boy, and the weather came at an unfortunate time for Cleveland that second time. The way Gavin Williams was rolling.
Well, they left the tarp. I mean, they should have pulled it on that one. The second time they had it, they probably should have pulled it. It was coming down too hard and heavy.
3-2. Because of the delay now, you have to go to the bullpen sooner than you probably would have had to.
No question.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Down low for ball 4.
Pretty good at bat right there. Hung out there. Did not want to get
That was
after
a really
it. So.
good at bat.
Yeah, it was.
You know, Al, you hit on something with all the chaos that we had an hour and a half ago. I think the main thing everybody missed was that you had a starting pitcher that was rolling.
Yep.
And I think the only thing that could stop him was the weather and the chaos that ensued.
Yeah. Well, he retired the first 15 batters, and I
right.
mean those. We were talking about his sweeper and curveball to go with a 4-seamer today that were just all elite pitches. So here's Moreno. He'll take strike 1 from Gaddis. Looked like he was tracking the entire way on that slider.
Yeah, that's his pitch to go. That's his go-to pitch. You know, he's been throwing a lot of change-ups in the last few weeks, but that slider's his go-to pitch, especially the right-handers.
Pretty good one there. So 0-2 and 2 consecutive sliders. Do we see another?
I would say yes. I mean, that one it would look like it was almost a backup slider.
That's unhittable.
Here's the 0-2 with the bases loaded, but first a timeout by Moreno.
Well, we know what their approach is going to be. He's trying to hit it to right
yes,
field,
sir.
and I mean they've got him over there covered in right.
Rick,
if I was Petey Helpin, I'd even come in a little bit.
Rick,
he's very deep.
I was going to ask you, do you get a fastball back in so they can extend their arms to do that? Because that's what we saw them do last night, and we've seen them do it throughout this series.
Yeah, but you wouldn't throw it for a strike.
Okay.
I was going to see if they get him to chase after a slider, I would think.
That's what they try to do, exactly that, Arch. Low and outside.
You know, these guys are a good fastball hitter team, and even if you come in with that fastball, you don't want to throw it for a strike when you had him 0-2
right.
because you can still inside out that pitch to right field, not hit it all that hard. Like that.
That one coming back towards us, going to be a little short.
Too wet.
Close.
Too wet, Art. Too wet. You don't want that out.
How about a leap across, Arch? I don't want to do that.
He's a center
No,
fielder.
you stay in your hat.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing that'll get Arch to move.
Again, the 1-2 from Hunter Gaddis. 2-2. So a heavy diet of sliders here.
He's not putting guys away as quickly as we're used to seeing.
See Moreno's numbers with the bases loaded. Now the count goes full.
Another slider. Well, I would think he's going to stay with another slider in this situation. We'll see. How anxious is Moreno going to be?
It's that one to center. Halpin hustling over. Halpin is there, and he makes the catch as it came back on him and was able to readjust. Good catch by Halpin. Gaddis gets out of it. Middle of the 6th. 5-0 Guards. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Cleveland Guardians and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cleveland Guardians. Well, great job by the first pitches today. Sliders was okay, but Peyton Boats was even better. It's time for our Sarah Auto Park pitching change. Arizona going to the pen and Taylor Clark. Some good numbers there. Mainly a 4-pitch mix. He's got 5 pitches he will use. You'll see hitters 8, 9, and 1. Bailey, Halpin, and Kwan. Slider, change, cutter, and sinker mainly. And then he does have a 4-seamer that you might see on rare occasion. Throws it 2% of the time. Hit hard, but right at the second baseman, Vargas. 1 out here in the 6th inning. That'll bring Petey Halpin to the plate. Singleton scored back in the 3rd inning, also stole a base. Halpin now perfect stealing bases this year, 8 for 8. Sinkers fouled out of play. 1-1 to Halpin. So, Arch, we know for pitchers, you're generally going to get a bullpen guy up with an hour-and-a-half rain delay like this one. For position players, how hard is it to get loose again?
It's not that bad if you know what's coming. You know, after one time, then it would be a little different. But, you know, they're used to it. You go out, you get stretched, and you're ready to roll. Got an off day tomorrow anyway. It's not a big deal.
Got an hour 34-minute rain delay if you're just joining us. Just resumed 10 minutes ago.
I'll tell you what, it's more important for the D-backs. They're trying to get home. They've been on a road trip for, 10 days. Yeah. They're trying to get home. They've got a game tomorrow. They're saying, we don't need a delay. Welcome to getaway days, fellas. Right. That's what happens in baseball.
Welcome to Cleveland on a Sunday.
Halpin sending one to left center, heading over is Tawa. He makes the catch. 2 outs here in the 6th.
The crazy thing is, it feels like it's getting warmer and brighter right now.
It does.
It's been like 3 different days here, guys.
It's been a whole week in just 3 hours.
We've got spring, summer, fall.
Thankfully, we haven't seen winter today.
No.
One thing we can confidently say, Andre, no snow is in the forecast. Here's Stephen Kwan. He's reached base every time he's been up. A single the first time up in the first inning.
Oh, I think we needed that hour-and-a-half break because the players are still a little testy down here on both sides.
Well, they're going to be.
Yeah.
Kwan to left field. Kepler is there. 3 up, 3 down go the Guards here in the 6th. We'll head to the 7th inning in Cleveland. Still 5-0 Guardians.
Large tonsils.
Back here in Cleveland with our progressive defensive plays of the game. How about Arias on this bare hand?
Oh, it was a beautiful swing and bunt right there, able to make a play, and Williams was pumped up. And then Petey Halpin goes back to the wall, makes a jumping catch at the top of the wall. That certainly helped. That's right then and there where you're thinking he's got a chance to throw a no-hitter in this game, because as you mentioned, he retired the first 15 straight.
So here's new pitcher Craig Yoho for Cleveland that they just acquired in the trade. And look at what he's done with the Brewers. He's been used in higher leveraged situations in July. He was a Brewer, and that pop-up should stay in for Manzardo. It does. And Marte is the first out here in this 7th inning. So Craig Yoho was initially a shortstop and an infielder. That's what he went to college to do. He went to Fishers High School, where he won a state championship. As you take a look at some of the numbers. Spoke with Justin Masterson this weekend, who is coaching now at Fishers High School. He came the year after Yoho left. They won the state championship with him as the shortstop, and they still point to him and say, this is the player you should aspire to be here at Fishers.
Good.
And his number's getting retired this year, too.
Congratulations to him. And Masterson's going to be at the presentation, I would think.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Well, Yoho went to a couple different colleges. He gets this one. On the ground is short. Rocchio on the run. Nice play for the second out. But he went to the University of Houston in 2019 and 2020 as a shortstop, middle infielder. Missed 2021 after undergoing Tommy John. Missed the 2022 season when he went to Indiana, and then played only 1 season at Indiana in 2023 when he converted to a pitcher. And here he is.
Well, you got to be some kind of athlete if you can convert. I mean, you know, you're a shortstop, so you figure you can play anywhere on the field. But to go out there, do you have the arm to do it? You make it to the big leagues, good for you.
You just said it, though. If you play shortstop, you have the arm. The thing that he does unbelievably great. And that's a good fastball.
Hit him.
And
Nicked him out of the hand.
Say, got him.
That's a real good fastball if you're not the hitter.
But his changeup is unbelievable. So I was wondering, if you ask Masty if he gets to come back when he goes in the Hall of Fame, does he teach everybody that changeup he has? Oh, because it's a nasty one.
It is.
Just grazed the hand.
I think the crowd got the message.
Arenado at first base. with 2 outs.
Arenado's not the one that did it.
No, they're mad at who's at the plate.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they're booing.
Tawa's up, which started the kerfuffle in a way, though I don't think he was looking to do that. But
Are they asking it?
So, well, yeah. Torey Lovello out talking to crew chief Lance
You
Barksdale.
think he wants to give a
What?
warning because his guy was hit? Like you said, it wasn't the guy that was a part of it.
Right.
Even Jose just turned to me and said, "What is he complaining about?"
That ball's inside.
Right, he didn't try to do
no big
that.
deal.
So anyway, if you're just joining us, Tawa, when Williams started the 6th inning with the perfect game, tried to bunt, to the dismay of the Cleveland faithful here as they roundly booed him. And you know, we can debate about that all day. Should he have, should he not, the unwritten rules, but he tried to, and the Guardians were certainly not happy with that. 1-1 now. It's quickly become the player that fans here like the least on this Sunday afternoon.
It's your fault. You liked his name so much on Friday. You got his name stuck in all our heads. I'm joking.
Change-up inside.
He's staying with that changeup. Yeah.
Well, that's his best pitch. He throws it 45% of the time. Also has a sinker, 4-seamer, and cutter. Good fastball right there. That 4-seamer, actually the sinker. Put it in the perfect spot. Outside corner at the knees, and now 2-2 to Tim Tawa. It's 1 for 2 today. He's got Arizona's only hit, but he won't get one there. Strikeout victim for Yoho, and a successful first outing for Yoho here in Cleveland. Pretty good strikeout pitch. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Now fans, up on your feet, it's time.
Stretch time here in Cleveland as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-0 Guardians. Gavin Williams was outstanding today. Retired the first 15 batters he faced. First time in his career he did that. He struck out 10, Arch, and didn't walk a batter until the last one he faced when he couldn't grip the baseball because it was raining so hard.
Yeah, he came right out of the chute, and he was dealing. And I mean, he went out, he had 10 strikeouts, you know, and he still only walked 1, and that was in the pouring rain. And not much you can do, but for the 5th time now, you've got double digits strikeouts and 1 or fewer walks. Clayton Kershaw did it 5 times, so he ties Clayton. So every time he's doing stuff like this, he just continues to get better and better. And you look at that, we showed you the last start, but Kershaw did it 6 times. Now Sale and Gavin right there together.
That's a
so
pretty
in the last
impressive
5
number.
starts, you got 3 walks, 55 strikeouts for Gavin, and he was on. I mean, we felt he was throwing the ball well enough. He certainly could have had a no-hitter today if he was out there. Just the weather ended up coming in here and interrupting, and it's too bad because he's been on some kind of roll. But you hang on to this, and you'll get the win.
Right.
And that's the one thing that he cares about is getting the win.
Right. And that's certainly what Cleveland should get today with the way that he has pitched. And Gavin Williams, I mean, when you look at his pitches too, elite stuff. I mean, elite with the sweeper, the curve, and the 4-seam fastball today, which was just a tick below 100.
Well, throwing strikes at 70% again. I mean, he's been locked in, and I mean he's making it look very easy. So you want to watch him pitch every 5 days.
You certainly do.
Watch out for your scorecard,
Yeah,
big
no
Al.
kidding. Everything just.
I'll pick it up for you.
Thanks,
Gust of wind.
Arch.
A gust of wind got you, pal.
Yeah, Andre said he wanted to get you to move, so I figured if the gust of wind got the scorecard. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, my friend.
Ricky. I didn't see
A gust of wind came out of nowhere.
Al wanted this fan on.
Yeah. Like it came on. Well, here's Ramirez. He's got DeLauder and Bazzana following him. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the 7th for Cleveland, who leads it 5-0. Jose 1 for 3 with a single. Single the last time he was up back in the 5th inning and scored a run. Cleveland got 3 in the 5th off of Merrill Kelly. 2 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th for the Guardians. 5 runs on 8 hits. They've committed 1 error. Diamondbacks, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Cleveland's left 5 on base, Arizona 4. As Ramirez takes one off the plate, it's 1-2. Clark stays in the game for his second inning of relief. Ramirez pops that one up. Foul. Looks like it'll stay in. A couple of players there, including the pitcher Thompson. And he got into a little body blow there with Locklear, but Locklear hangs on for the out. All right, let's take a look at our key play of the game.
Yeah, he's had a good day. DeLauder base hit, single in the third inning, and comes back in and drives in a couple more. Hit a curveball 3-2 into the gap. The drive in Kwan and Ramirez. That made it a 4-0 game at the time. They were able to add another one on. I'll tell you what, Clark wanted to catch that ball. He was going to make sure that was an out.
Yeah. Lauder takes strike one, so he's 2 for 3 today with a single, a double, 3 runs batted in, a run scored, and a stolen base. He's done a little bit of everything today. Arizona's bullpen a little bit taxed after last night. Here's a look at it, Art.
See, the pitcher's going after it. Normally he's not waiting, but the first baseman Locklear comes in and he makes the play. But I respect the hustle. He wanted to get an out. He was not going to let that ball drop, and he couldn't really call it. But the out was made.
Clark has been perfect thus far today in relief after the rain delay. He's retired all 4 batters he's faced. Now ahead 1 and 2 to DeLauder. Changeup is low.
Chase is another hitter where you get up in that batter's box and you always see him going at least 2-2, 3-2. A lot of deep counts.
For a rookie, has an advanced approach, to say the least. It's that one inside, and it's 3-2. Well, when Kwan's going well and Ramirez is going well, you got the top 3 in the order. That will take a lot of pitches. Certainly can be taxing on a staff.
We got to get Jose to get going well. He hasn't been able to do that since coming back on any consistent basis.
Lauder smokes that one, but foul into the netting on the right side. He's certainly been barreling up the balls of late. Today he's had a couple of barrels. Full count to DeLauder. Called strike 3 on the inside corner.
Well, he was obviously looking away, but he comes inside with that heater and he gets him. This is a really good pitch. Catcher sitting away, but look at the two-seamer. Had a little comeback to it to get the inside corner. That was a great pitch.
It certainly did. Now it appears that will be the end of the day for Taylor Clark. Faced 5 batters and retired them all.
Yeah, they may have to save him for tomorrow.
So Thompson was getting loose. He'll be coming in, and we'll take a break here in Cleveland with 2 outs in the 7th. Nobody on. Still 5-0 Guardians.
Well, the ultimate goal of an MLB fan is seeing it all. Well, MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile should be on your bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Just head to MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps.
Ryan Thompson is the new pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He enters here with 2 outs in the 7th inning and nobody aboard. Man from Down Under as his theme song. Travis Bazzana will be first batter he faces. Look at Thompson's numbers. Bazzana has reached all 3 times today that he's been at the plate. He takes strike 1 as he singled his first time up back in the 2nd. Walked the next 2 times in the 3rd and 5th innings. So on a batting cleanup today for the Guards. It's that one hard to right field. Back goes Carroll, still going back, but has room and makes the catch. So the Guards go 3 up, 3 down here in the 7th as we head to the 8th inning. Cleveland still ahead, 5-0.
Well, mark your calendars for the best fireworks show in Cleveland. It's called Rocket Blast. It's presented by Echo Health. It returns August 14th and 15th when the Guardians host the Padres. Get your tickets, CLEGuardians.com.
8th inning here in Cleveland. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 are due. Vargas, Locklear, and Carroll, and Matt Festa is Cleveland's new pitcher. Hunter Gaddis won a 1/3 of an inning with a rain delay. Delivers ball 1 to Vargas, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. The ground is short, and Rocchio. 1 out here in the 8th. Let's take a look at our Bet365 around the league scores. See what else is happening on a Sunday afternoon throughout Major League Baseball. Some of these games already final. Braves over the Nats there 4-2. As Tyler Locklear comes to the plate. Locklear 0 for 2 today. Philadelphia, a big lead in Baltimore. Cards already won up in Toronto. Two 2-0 to Locklear. Burns another nice outing today for the Reds. He got the win there. The White Sox all over Tampa Bay. So Cleveland needs to hold on here to stay 3 back. That one up high. 3-0 now to Locklear. Corbin Carroll on deck. Bullseye on the 3-0. Then we have a new player in the game, Angel Martinez in right field. Chase DeLauder. Inside for ball 4. Here's Martinez. Straight up change for DeLauder, who batted last innings.
Well, the one thing you don't want to do is give them any free base runners.
Right.
You got to make them hit their way on. No free passes.
Here's Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 today with a walk. The only walk that Gaddis, or rather Williams, surrendered today.
Yeah, and that was on the torrential downpour when it was coming. It seemed like every pitch in that at bat got worse.
Yeah, hard to grip the ball. It's a strike from Festa. Corbin Carroll got his 300th career RBI yesterday here in Cleveland. That 3-run homer. He's got 16 home runs now. Go with 52 runs batted in. Checks his swing. In time, says Ryan Wills. 2-1. Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss on that sweeper. Locklear at first, 1 out here in the 8th inning. Strike 3 called. 4-seam fastball. And a perfect pitch by Matt Festa on the knees on the inside corner. 2 outs here in the 8th.
Yeah, he was looking for the breaking ball. And there you go. That fastball's right there and locked him up. He could do nothing about it. Gets out number 2. Good pitch.
Here's Perdomo showing bunt. Taking it for a ball. Fans here in Cleveland just don't like bunts by the opposition today, as we heard a smattering of boos. Two 2-0 to Perdomo, and now a challenge from Bailey. ABS challenge brought to you by T-Mobile. Might have got the corner on that. He did. You see Bailey saying, "I got you." Smiles there as Perdomo and Bailey talk through it. So this has certainly been entertaining this year with the ABS challenge. Fans, players, it's fun. So the 1-1 pitch to Perdomo. 2-1. Gabriel Moreno on deck. He would be next should the inning continue. There's a bloop just over the head of Gabe Arias. The inning will continue.
Well, he served it, and it was just right over the head of Arias, who was playing in. That ball just floated over his head. He thought he was going to get back, and that might have hit down the infield. I don't even know if it got grass. Just over his head. He goes up just out of reach and does it. It hits the dirt.
Didn't make it,
did not
you're right.
make the grass.
So that'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs. It's only the second hit of the day for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stephen Vogt coming on, and he's not going to waste any time. Cade Smith is coming in right here. So we'll tell you about Cade Smith when we come back. 8th inning in Cleveland. 2 outs, 2 on for the Cleveland closer.
On with the light. It's Miller time.
Back here in Cleveland, Cade Smith getting his first work of the weekend.
Well, he's coming in the 8th inning with 2 outs. No safe situation, but he got tomorrow off, so he wants him to get this out and get 3 in the 9th inning, and let's have a nice off day.
Cade Smith second in the majors with those 30 saves. This is not a save situation. Gabriel Moreno will bat with 2 outs and 2 on here in the 8th inning, and the Guardians up 5-0. Take a ball up high. Now 2-0. Mainly go 4-seamer and split finger. That split finger fastball from Cade Smith can be a devastating pitch. Taking all the way, 2-1.
Yeah, you're down 5 runs as a hitter. You need base runners. You might as well make them throw you a strike.
Out straight back, 2-2. And apparently time was called before the pitch.
They've done that a lot this afternoon when they got the 2 strikes. They step out or call timeout when they're getting ready to pitch.
And Stephen Vogt with a wry smile. A little bit of gamesmanship there by Gabriel Moreno. Waited to use that timeout. Again, the 2-2. Foul tip. Moreno stays alive. Cade Smith does have third pitch to that sweeper, but he'll throw the 4-seamer.
He's got like a slider. I'd call this a slider. He throws too hard. There's a split. You can see where it's sitting right in the hand. And that thing tumbles. That's an amazing pitch. How it comes out there, and it's very little rotation on it. Just drops.
He popped into shallow center. Halpin there. Sides retired. Shutout intact. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 5-0 Cleveland. Nothing Cleveland as we get to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Rhys Hoskins the day off. Slade Ciccone there with the conversation. Happy the way things are going here today in Cleveland. We'll see Manzardo, Rocchio, and Arias. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 in Stephen Vogt's batting order. Manzardo 1 for 3 today. And an RBI single his last time up. Takes strike 1 from Thompson. Pitched a third of an inning in the 7th. Zardo with a successful series at the plate. Swings and misses there, and he's down 0-2 on that slider. It was a good one. You head to the 9th for Arizona. It's Marte, Kepler, and Arenado. Oh, 0-2 to Manzardo. That curveball on the outside corner, make it a slider. Strike 3. First strikeout for Thompson. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Here comes Brian Rocchio looking for his first hit of the day. 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up back in the 5th inning. Looking for his first hit of the weekend. Slider off the plate for ball 1.
This guy comes at you all arms and legs and never gets it there. You're expecting to see more.
Rocchio pops that one up on the infield and around the mound. Everybody converges. Arenado with the basket catch.
Yeah. To say, hey kid, right there, putting it away on the infield. He called for it, so he comes to get it, and he just does it in a basket style. Nobody wanted to call it. He had it.
That's always a tough place for a pop-up, too, because everybody converges, Arch, and you've got the hill to deal with.
And it wasn't that high where everybody could get there at the same time. That's why nobody called. He said, no one want to call it, I'll catch it.
Right. Arias tops that one to third. It's foul. Thompson did the right thing. He got out of the way. Arenado, the Gold Glover, able to make the catch. So 2 outs for Arias. He was 0 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts. Grounded into a double play his last time up in the 5th. Arenado, one of the best two-way third baseman of his time. 10 Gold Gloves for Nolan Arenado. Mets coming to town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after an off day tomorrow. Sinker is right there. 0-2 to Arias. Ryan Thompson trying to make quick work of the guards here in the 8th inning. Sinker a little low as Thompson looked like he was exiting the mound, but that one missed by several inches.
Yeah, he was thinking he was going to get a swing on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. A couple of strikeouts for Thompson. He retires all 4 batters he faces. We go to the 9th. Cleveland in the lead, 5-0. Top of the 9th in Cleveland. Cade Smith, who came on in the 8th, got the last out. Looking to get the final 3 here. He'll face Marte, Kepler, and Arenado. Marte, the DH today, 0 for 3. Hit the ball in the nose back in the 5th inning, but he lined out to Petey Halpin in center field. 2-0. Diamondbacks home run leader, 19 on the year. There's a strike. Here's the 2-1. The ground is short. Rocchio. 1 out here in the 9th. Don't forget to stick around after the game. Kaylee Griffin, Cody Allen will be with you for Guardians postgame. Getting ready right here next to me. A lot to talk about today. You got Gavin Williams. You've got a kerfuffle at home plate.
A kerfuffle.
You got a 3 RBI day by Chase DeLauder. Here's Max Kepler. 2-0. Kepler tied for 4th all-time for an opponent for most homers at Progressive Field with 16. Most of that damage with the Minnesota Twins as he swings through that one. He's looking for 17 there on the 4-seam fastball. Two and 1 here to Max Kepler. Swing and a miss. Cade Smith blew it by him in 99. Throw that 4-seamer 62% of the time. The splitter 25. Sweeper 13%. Try to go fastball again. Kepler stays alive. Well, after today, we'll talk to you again on Tuesday night. Guards and Mets. 6:30. 3-2. There's that splitter to Kepler. Kepler reached a pretty good 4-seamer there at the knees. Here's the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4. It's the 3rd walk of the day for Arizona with 1 out here in the 9th. So Mets coming up this week. As we talked about, here's a look at your pitching probables. Guardians pregame 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Minaya against Cantillo. Scott and Ciccone on Wednesday. And then it's McLean and Bybee on Thursday afternoon for the matinee finale of the Mets and Guardians. So that'll be fun. We'll see you here at the ballpark. Want to know the count to Arenado. Hit by a pitch his last time up, got nicked on the finger.
Oh,
that one high and tight. Two 2-0. Arenado. Three 3-0. Arenado with the look at Cade Smith. Bullseye on 3-0. Fans getting into it. I'd love to see a double play to end it.
He sure would.
Four-seamer just off. So 2 consecutive walks. 1 out here in the 9th, and that'll bring Tim Tawa to the plate. And that'll bring a visit from Carl Willis, Patrick Bailey to Cade Smith on the mound. Cade Smith came on last inning, looking to get the last 4 outs.
Well, yeah, you're right. He hasn't pitched on the weekend. You know, you come in here, you expect him to come on out there and throw strikes. But this happened in Cincinnati, too. You come in there and you go that 2nd inning, and it's a little different.
Pretty lengthy discussion. Eric Sabrowski has just gotten up there in the Cleveland bullpen, so he'll get loose just in case. Tawa has one of the Diamondbacks' 2 hits today. He broke up Gavin Williams' perfect game in the 6th inning. It's that one on the ground, a short Rocchio. Got a glove on it, but couldn't handle it. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the 9th.
Boy, that was a double play ball. What happened on that flip? I mean, it was right there. If he gets it to second base, that is a double play ball. You're out of the inning, game over. Let's see. He gets it and he goes, and he never held it. He never transferred it. Don't know if he tried to be a little too quick with it, but it's right there. He was looking to see where it was, and he never went into the glove to get it. That's going to be another error.
And maybe looked up just a touch too soon. So an error on Rocchio. Tawa reaches, bases loaded for Vargas. It's 0 for 3 today. He's down to the count, 0-2. Did reach on a fielder's choice back in the 6th inning. Cade Smith looking for his first strikeout today. There's the 0-2. Ground foul. Again, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Cade Smith does collect his first strikeout of the day. 2 outs here in the 9th. Cade Smith just pumping it by him there with that 4-seamer. Vargas late. May have been looking for a splitter. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Arizona. It's Adrian Del Castillo. He'll bat for Tyler Locklear. He was 0 for 2 with a walk. He takes ball 1. Smith, nice job by Bailey keeping the ball in front of him. Now 1-1. Del Castillo fouled that one straight back. The ball stuck
in the railing.
Here.
Now that's the way to get a baseball right there.
Yeah, makes
the railing
it easy.
Catch it. Just pull it out.
Got a round of applause. The ground to first, Manzardo. That'll do it. Game over. Cleveland a winner, 5-0. They defeat the Diamondbacks in the final game of this 3-game weekend set. And now it's an off day tomorrow until the New York Mets come to town on Tuesday. Cleveland a game above 500 with the win at 57-56. The Diamondbacks fail in their bid for a sweep here today.
Yeah, and Gavin Williams was on another heater where he went out there and he was outstanding. Coming into this ball game, another 10 strikeouts, only 1 walk in his 5 2/3 innings. They got him some runs today. He'll pick up the win, and yeah, rain just ended a day that could have been a very, very good one for him.
Yeah, I mean, he was flirting with different things. Perfect game through 5. He had 6 of the first 8 batters he faced. He struck out.
Right.
So he was definitely on the road to some special things today. But still a great outing. 5